Welcome to another packed edition of NC Sports Weekly News. In this edition, the British are coming. King Williams wears his 5th match racing world crown in Malaysia and rewrites the sailing history. The Duchess is in the know, but America's Cup secrets are safe. Sir Ben Ainslie opens the new VAR team base in Portsmouth. Aaron Hadlow now also reigns on Cape Town. Watch out, he's the new King of the Air 2015. Then from down under, Steele wins the Warren Jones Regatta in Perth. Senior correspondent Sebastien Destrmeau reports. Plus, Andino, Enever, Nichols and Igarashi take their wins as the 2015 Australian Open of Surfing shines in the Sydney summer. NC Sports plunge into the action.
It's incredible. When I obviously started sailing, but more when I went full time, giving up my job as a lawyer, it was I just was hoping to maybe win one world championship one day. So to have 5 it's incredible.
Following a superlative 2014 season performance at the very top of the World Match Racing Tour, and then by literally dominating the Monsoon Cup last week, Ian Williams confirmed all forecasts, bagging his 5th world title in this highly technical discipline. Sailing history has indeed been rewritten. Williams, 37 years old, has already won in 2007, 8, 11, and in 2012, when he reached Australian Peter Gilmore's record at 4 world titles. The British skipper and his GAC Pindar crew were simply unstoppable in Malaysia, winning 19 of 20 races, and had already secured their new world crown with a semi-final win against Eric Monin. That's just before going forward to complete the masterpiece in a 3-0 final for the Monsoon Cup title against Mathieu Richard and the French Lunajets.
It's fantastic. It was an incredibly tricky race. Every other day it's been possible to pick the top of the beat, but today there was more pressure on the left but a right-hand shift, so it was very difficult, and Eric did a great job of just keeping it close. And he was ahead a few times in that race, but the guys did a great job of keeping pretty cool. I don't know whether you noticed a bit of stress on board, but great job by all these guys. I can't say enough. Chris Main, Mal Parker, Graham Spence and Jerry Mitchell. Really, really pleased with Team GAC Pindar.
British sailing again took center stage over the weekend with official opening of the VAR Team Visitor Centre in Portsmouth. As royal patron of the 1851 Trust, the Duchess of Cambridge also paid a visit to the new team base on the Solent and checked on the progress of the next America's Cup 35 Challenge, headed by Sir Ben Ainslie.
Well, today we've got the Duchess of Cambridge coming down to visit us here at our new team base, which is still under construction. We expect to move in the end of May. Yeah, absolutely. We've been working very hard on the trust since we launched last year. We've been working particularly on how to get youngsters in the Portsmouth area, surrounding areas, together, get them interested in what we're doing with the team.
The 1851 Trust is not simply spearheading another crucial quest to finance the British Challenge, it is also promoting a wider dimension of the sport, where the technology, research, and development of an America's Cup campaign can reach out and involve the local community at all levels. That's why it has been identified as a perfect fit with the government's STEM academic agenda to promote science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
The team base will have a visitor centre, which is really about showcasing what we do within the team in terms of, designing, developing, building, sailing these amazing America's Cup boats. And through that visitor centre we'll be able to bring the youngsters through and hopefully inspire them into sport, into sailing, and also into the technical side of what we're doing as a team and the educational side of that moving forward.
Between a go at the coffee grinder, painting the last touches on the Solent mural, and meeting the fans and crew, the Duchess also toured some of Portsmouth's key maritime spots, renowned for their history and tradition. As part of the squad, Her Royal Highness also got a chance to chat with the design team, and from now on will have access to and be entrusted with sensitive intelligence on the upcoming British campaign.
The America's Cup is extremely technological. It's a design race. So we will be showing the Duchess some of our secrets, but we hope will make the difference for us when we come to racing.
"2017 may seem far away for most, but the countdown for America's Cup 35 has already started. The AC62 class rule has been approved. Bermuda has been confirmed for the official venue for the final. The America's Cup World Series calendar on the foiling 45s will begin this summer and also stop over in Portsmouth in late July. You'll be there with NC Sports. Another British five-time world champion, Aaron Hadlow, has just extended his reign over Cape Town by winning the Red Bull King of the Year 2015. As anticipated on NC Sports, the best in the business had been laying in wait for the past week here in South Africa for those optimal wind and wave conditions that would set the scene for one of the most iconic kiteboarding events on the planet. Finally, they came, they reached for the sky, and yes, the show was truly full on. Access to the competition was both simple and innovative. Naturally, the top 12 from the previous year's ranking got the automatic green light. 4 wildcards were given out to riders selected by the event committee. Another 8 instead got through based on the online video competition rankings, where the global audience made the call based on athletes' submission of their best moves. 17 demanding heats in 4 rounds weaned out the competitors, with the worst getting flagged out on the water, as just 4 riders would make it through to the final. Holland's Kevin Langeray, last year's winner here, was in, as well as compatriot Jerry Van de Koop and Jesse Richmond from the USA. Aaron Hadlow completed the list, entering the 4-way final heat unbeaten, and with another massive Megaloop KGB by the Briton, the judges were clearly convinced, and ultimately proclaimed him the new King of the Year for 2015, respectively ahead of Langeray, Richmond, and Van de Koop.
The Warren Jones Regatta is hosted by the Royal Perth Yacht Club and is for sailors under the age of 25.
Denmark, Japan, Great Britain, USA, New Zealand and Australia represented, and it's terrific to see them from far and wide come all the way to the most remote city in the world, Perth, Western Australia, to compete in this 2015 Warren Jones Regatta.
In a case of finishing a job that is started 3 years ago, Kiwi skipper Chris Steele finally manages to walk away with the title.
Yeah, too long. It's been 3 long years. Man, did it look like it was going to happen again. But the boys stayed strong, and so yeah, I'm just wrapped that the boys and I could get one up over them to start the year.
The victory comes after a long and frustrating day afloat on the Swan River, where the very light and fickle winds hampered the program of races. But not the VIPs. Steele and his crew of Josh Shalthouse, Hamish Hardy, Shane Divney and Harry Hull are challenged all the way in the testing conditions and win the final and the trophy on a comeback.
You know, we just said if we can't control the weather, but let's get ready, because if we get a shot, we want to be able to take it, and that's exactly what we did. It was a tough race, and a little bit like the first one. There was quite a big split halfway up the beat, and this time it came our way.
Mixing surf, skate, and music into a single bash, the Australian Open of Surfing closed proceedings last Sunday following a 9-day qualifying series challenge for men, women, and juniors in Sydney. This hurley pro on Manly Beach delivered a sunny sky and spectacular 1 to 2 meter waves, while several of the top-ranked pros on the WSL Championship Tour provided the action. However, not without a few surprises. Against most forecasts, this time it was Laura Enever from New South Wales that first did away with current world champ Steph Gilmore in round 5. She then moved on to defeat both Tatiana and Georgia Fish before facing world number 2 Tyler Wright to ultimately win this year's Australian Open with an impeccable 14.77 to 13.94 in the final heat.
I haven't won in like 6 years, so it feels really good. I forgot what it feels like, but no, it's a good feeling. I mean, Tyler's always amazing. All the girls, this was such an amazing comp with everyone coming in it, and I mean, to be here at home with all my friends and family, I mean, I'm just loving surfing at the moment, and for this to just come, it's just a bonus, and I'm just lucky to have so many amazing people in my life that make life so awesome, and then to be able to surf and ride waves as a job, it doesn't get much better.
In the men's division, with a near-perfect 9.73 on the very first wave of the final and hanging on to the lead up to the end, Andino from San Clemente, California, defeated Tahitian Mateaid Hikili to become the new hero of Manly Beach. This is already the second WSL qualifier victory in 2015 for the American, now ranked at number 11 in the world.
I guess, I don't know, I just wanted to come here and warm up, and I'm stoked I wanted to win the event, and I did it, so hopefully the momentum will keep going on the snapper.
Also posting high numbers, first with a 9 and then a 7.83 for a 16.83 total, Nichols and Igarashi from California defeated local talent Harry Bryant in a hard-fought final for the Pro Juniors men's division title. All Australian finals instead for the Pro Juniors women's division, with a huge Isabella Nichols that set to 2 near-perfect scores with a 9.80 and a 9.67 against Macy Callahan. Join the current sports fans, tune in to Nautical Channel for top water sports events from all around the world. This Saturday at 5 p.m. Catch the premiere of Top Story with extended coverage of the Australian Open of Surfing, including all the highlights and the interviews with the pros from Sydney's Manly Beach. Plunge into the action with NC Sports.